Hi! Hello, everybody. Hello, little kitty. I love your face. So, it's Monday. Cheers to that. Which means it's time for another episode of Monday Coffee with the Doll. This coffee is just so amazing. Alright, I'm going to try to put this up here and then not touch it, which is probably not going to happen. So it's Monday, it's another week, it's another 7 days to do something productive with our lives. And I know a lot of you are probably saying, no, I don't want to. I refuse. Well, if you're like me, unfortunately, you can say that all you want, but you can't actually apply it in your life. I wish I was one of those people who, just didn't give a crap about anything. They just woke up whenever they want. I mean, I do that. I do wake up whenever I want. I'm a sleeper. If you don't wake me up or I don't set an alarm, I'ma just sleep. I'm not gonna wake up. No. Sleep is a glorious thing. It's really the only thing that I miss after I became a parent, was sleeping, because you don't get to do that. Maybe that's why I want to sleep so much now, because I'm just so tired from all the momming that I do. But, there's those people who just don't do anything. They're perfectly content with waking up and not doing anything, ever, with their lives. And I mean, to each their own. That's, I guess, some people's way of living. Me, I could never be able to be satisfied with that. I'm way too productive. Way too productive. If I took a huge nap yesterday and my boyfriend woke me up at 6:30. I think I laid down at 3. And immediately when he woke me up, he's like, it's 6:30. And I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Because I knew, my kids are probably going buck wild, but I mean, I'm a worrywart. There's no reason to worry. He let him have a mud bath and do all kinds of crazy things. They helped him bathe the dog, so. I slept for 3 hours. So, I thought that I would kind of revamp my Monday coffee, kind of give it a little bit more structure, kind of have targeted points. So I tried to do something different earlier this week and wrote down some stuff that I thought would be fun to talk about, and hopefully do it every week, these little points. And then if you guys enjoy it, please leave it in the comments below. Let me know how you feel about it. If you don't, tell me to ixnay it and tell me you just basically want me to talk for 30 minutes about whatever shit's going on in my life. So I thought we would start with some funny stuff. Funny internet crap that we all laugh at during the week, because a lot of you guys ask me my opinions on topics that are circulating or trending on the internet. It's just never anything that I touch base on. I joke about it with my boyfriend or people that I'm around, but I never share my opinion about internet stuff with you guys for the most part. So I thought that would be funny. Something that was crazy on my Facebook this week, and I don't know if anybody else has this problem, but if there's anything pizza related that comes out, I immediately get tagged in it. I get tagged in it a million times, or people share it on my timeline, or anything pizza related, that pizza shaped lanyard where you could take a pizza slice with you everywhere. I think that thing was shared with me over 150 times, or I was tagged in it, or it was posted on my wall. Well, right now there is a pizza slice shaped bath bomb. And I mean, bath bombs are super popular. I remember every once in a while we would get a bath bomb in a Christmas kit, or some type of bath kit my mom or my aunts would get us. And I don't know, it just kind of always looked like a big ball of chalk. But now bath bombs are amazing. They have glitter in them and multiple colors and amazing smells, and they offer benefits to your skin, and they can be fun shapes, and some of them have diamond rings in them. But there's a bath bomb pizza slice, and multiple people, it's been shared 10 plus times on my timeline, or I've been tagged in it, and it cracks me up. It's like people see pizza and they're like, Emily needs that. Am I that particular? I'm just a girl who loves pizza. And I wish that I could edit this video. I would insert like pictures and stuff of it, but I can't because I don't have my computer or any of my software. And but you can. It's by a company called Bathesda Boutique, and they're an internet-based shop. I think. I don't think they have an actual boutique anywhere. But it's run by a woman named Ashley. She has an Etsy shop. She has like, I was looking at her Etsy shop, and she has like 50 plus like classic smells, and then she has a section for like luxury smells, so it's I guess 10 times better. But she's a mom of 2 boys. She's a 5-star rated Etsy account. She makes like super cool like for kids bath bombs. I don't know if any of your guys' kids are like mine, but when we go to the store, my kids like to go down the Bath and Body aisle, and they like to pick like bath fizzies or bath paints or bubble bath. They love bath oriented stuff, and she makes like Paw Patrol and kid friendly little bath bombs. But then she also makes really cool things, like she has this beautiful mermaid shell on there that's a bath bomb that's like multicolored. She's got unicorns. She's got a lot of really cool stuff, and they're pretty reasonable. I mean, I've never gone to Lush, and I know Lush is like the super popular bath bomb place, but I've never been there. But hers go from like $5 to $9, which are pretty reasonable since she's making these. And she has 2 little boys, so for her to be making bath bombs and running a shop and a business, kudos to her. So Bathesda Boutique, I'm going to link her information underneath this video so you ladies can find it if you want to check out that amazing pizza bath bomb. But unfortunately, right now it's sold out because it's been shared like a ridiculous amount of times. And this woman, it's kind of like when you create something like the rainbow highlighter. There's just this little small business turning out makeup, and then BuzzFeed shared it, and it went ape shit. Like, oh my gosh, you couldn't get that rainbow highlighter for nothing. I had to set my alarm to get mine. They were like, we'll restock and I had to set my alarm so it would go off so I could immediately jump on and order it. And it really was the most amazing purchase I think I've made. I mean, it's a rainbow on your face. So I think these pizza bath bombs are pretty awesome, so check them out. Ashley, I think your stuff's awesome. If you end up seeing this, kudos to you, girlfriend. I'm glad that your product is going viral, because that's going to help you and your kids out. So keep on keeping on, girlfriend. I think the second thing that was kind of crazy, I don't know, I don't pay attention to that much crap that's in the internet. Like, I'll read it and I'll laugh and shake my head and move on, but I don't really spend too much time doting on that stuff. But one thing that stuck out to me this past week on the internet, and some of you will probably be mad at me for mentioning celebrities like this, but Amber Rose pulled a publicity stunt, is what it's being called, where she posted a picture on her Instagram where she's like laid back on some stairs all stretched out, and she's got a top on, and I mean, she's got that signature Amber Rose knockout body. If you don't know who she is, just Google Amber Rose. She was a video girl for like big name rappers and kind of got famous off of notoriously dating, I guess, these guys. But then she kind of created her own thing by doing, she's really anti-slut shaming, because that's really where she got her title, was that everybody was just calling her a slut and a whore because she was sleeping around with all these guys, and she was really not doing anything different than the rappers were doing by, you know, they have women in and out of their bed. If she wants to sleep with multiple guys, I mean, that's her business, but she was, of course, titled a slut because of her sexual lifestyle. I mean, I don't know what else to call it. It's her business, it's her lifestyle, it's her body. But naturally, she was targeted for that. And recently, this past week, she did post a picture on Instagram where she has no bottoms on. Like, she has a top, and she's got, I think, some really badass sunglasses on. And she's got that shaved head and that beautiful cocoa skin. And her body is just banging. She's got an amazing body. But there she is, no bottoms. Like, she's full vag. But I mean, technically, she wasn't violating any guidelines. I mean, you couldn't see her vagina because girlfriend's got it trimmed up neat down there. And by trimmed up neat, I mean there's definitely some grass on the field, and it's beautiful grass. She's got a beautiful vagina. I'm not gonna lie, it's gorgeous. My boyfriend showed me the picture of it that somebody sent him. My boyfriend's super picky about that stuff. Like, if somebody releases nude pictures of celebrities that the celebrities didn't want leaked, he refuses to look at them. Because in his mind, he says that they didn't want us to see their body, so we have no right to click on that link to go see their body. And he's totally right. That was like, oh, I was like, oh, thank you. You're such a nice man. But somebody had sent him that picture, and he felt weird for seeing her. It just makes him uncomfortable. He's super dorky like that, and I love it. But he showed me the picture of it, and he was like, how do you feel about this picture? And I was like, you know, she's kind of been put in the same category as the Kardashians. She's famous for quote-unquote nothing. They're just big because they're dramatic, and I think, like, in my opinion, whether Instagram made her take the photo down, of course, but the way I feel about it is whether it was a publicity stunt or not, the fact that people are making such a big deal out of it is ridiculous to me, just like it was when Kim Kardashian posted that picture, full-on butt-ass naked on Instagram, and she had like 2 bars, like those 2 tiny little, but she was naked, and everybody was like, she's promoting bad things to our daughters. If you're letting your 6-year-old follow Kim Kardashian, who's a grown-ass woman, I mean, if you don't like what she represents, you're the parent. Don't let your daughter follow that. Find somebody that you deem more appropriate for your daughter to follow, but newsflash, your daughter's going to get to an age where she follows who inspires her, no matter what. So it might be a Kim Kardashian. So, I mean, my thing is that just because the world has deemed it unacceptable for a woman to present her body in a nude form, it's not that, oh, she's naked. It's always go straight to, well, she's so slutty. She's so trashy. Why? Because she embraces her body. Because she doesn't give a damn if somebody sees her naked body. Because she thinks she's beautiful. She loves herself. You know, whatever her reasons are, I think the bigger problem is that we all focus on it so much. Like, when Kim Kardashian put her body out there full on, I had my personal opinion about it, but I didn't really talk about it. A lot of people ask me my opinion on it because of what I do on social media. But I mean, honestly, it's like, okay, she posted a naked picture of herself. I have to see vagina and titties every day of my life. I have a vagina and titties, so I have to see them all the time. So when I see someone else's, I don't get offended. I feel lucky. I'm like, oh, I get to see somebody else's vagina and titties, and I don't have to look at my own. Praise God. It's beautiful. Amber Rose has a good-looking vagina. She's got a good-looking body. She's gorgeous. She should embrace herself. But we shouldn't care so much how she chooses to embrace herself. You know what I'm saying? Like, focus on serious things in the world. If you want to be overly passionate about what somebody else is doing in the world, focus on something that needs that attention. Like all the starving babies in other countries. Be pissed off about that. That's something real to be mad about. That's all I'm saying. That's really all I found on the internet this week. Like I said, I don't really care. I'm probably gonna start, because I post a lot of really interesting topics on my page during the week. Most people will be, it's clickbait. Basically, fuck yeah, it's clickbait. It's interesting stories that I think are great, so I share them to have cool content on my page. And so for a lot of you guys, the debates that go on underneath them, and you guys seem to really be enjoying it. I've been looking at my statistics. You guys like the fact that I put new content on my page. It's not just pictures of myself. So I'm going to continue to do that, and I think that I'm going to start picking those topics that I posted on my page and kind of talk about how I feel about them during the week. My next little section that I think I want to start doing every Monday is the Monday Feels. And kind of find a really badass, awesome topic to share with you guys, a badass cause, somebody who needs just support and love. I think that we need to spend more time like sending and sharing support for people. I think that if we paid more attention to that instead of bashing things we don't like and standing up for the things that are beautiful, it'll kind of give better energy. So my first Monday feels is a family that's actually local around where I live. They are a Texas family. I'm not going to disclose where they live, but it is the Sullivans. They have a beautiful family. And they recently had a beautiful new baby girl. Her name is Ava Rain. She was born at 36 weeks due to early onset of intrauterine growth restriction. Definitely Google that if you don't know what it is. It'll kind of explain why that's an issue. I'm not going to try to explain it because I'm not very medical savvy, but it is a very serious thing, and it caused baby Ava to be born early. Not long after she was born, they discovered that she had her intestines were twisted. And I mean, it's a serious thing. It's one thing when, you know, your baby is born and you're excited, and it's got to be really hard when you find out that because your baby was born too soon, there's, you know, an issue that she's going to be dealing with now. And I can only imagine the stress, and it's just got to be overwhelming to have your baby. And the Sullivans they're such a strong family, and they're so brave and just supportive of each other. And they're one of those families that no matter what, they make it through. They're persistent, and they support each other, and they love each other, and I have no doubt that they'll get through this. But I think that people like that who walk with such strength and courage and confidence, when something does happen to them, I think it's really important for us to give back, because you know those kind of people are giving out all day, every day to anybody that crosses their path. So I think that it's really important to reach back out and support people like that. And her parents it's quite a commute to the hospital. Baby Ava is spending a lot of time in the NICU. She recently had another surgery to correct some of what's going on, and although, you know, she's a trooper too. She may have been born tiny, but she's a trooper, and she's strong, and they definitely need our support. So there has been a GoFundMe started, and because it was started for them in support of a friend who wanted to do something to help out. And within just a couple of days, the GoFundMe had started collecting funds to help out with the added stress. You know, it's got to be hard when your baby is in such a difficult spot. You know, I have kids. I know a lot of you guys have kids. And just when they're minor sick, you know, I've dealt with strep throat. I've dealt with really severe ear infections to where it was a hospital stay with Charlie. And it's always really scary. So I can only imagine when your baby is first born going into this and having to leave her at the hospital. And as a parent, that's so hard to deal with. So on top of that, they're commuting back and forth to a hospital to see her. Their family is going through a lot. So if we can give and help in any way, shape, or possible, we need to. I mean, a dollar can change the lives of somebody. If you can reach out and help, why not? So I wanted to share that with you guys. The Sullivans are an amazing family. They're dealing with something that I have no doubt that they will overcome and way surpass, and it'll only be a memory. But in the meantime, if we can open our hearts and reach out and help them and relieve any stress that we can and offer any type of love, I definitely think that we should do that. So I'm going to leave all of the information for the Sullivans GoFundMe account for baby Ava Rain underneath. If you can donate, or if you can share the link, because you can't donate. I know a lot of people are strapped. Give it a share. That's free. So baby Ava Rain, we are thinking about you and loving you from afar, and you are a tough little cookie, and I know you will rise above and show the world that you're just as tough as the rest of your family. So that's our Monday feels section. I just think that when you have a platform to help others, why not use it? So I want to use my platform to kind of start doing anything I can to help those people out there that really need that love and support, but they might not necessarily have a way to really get it out to the world. And I know a lot of the world follows me. So other than that, this week has been an interesting week. I'm still not on my meds, and I think I'm handling it pretty well in the long run. I'm having some moments here or there, but really, it hasn't been. I'm using some, different things. I'm trying to take breaths and really realize it and contemplate what I'm going through. If you guys didn't watch my last episode, my antidepressants and my anti-anxieties due to the fact that I can't afford my medication. Hashtag truth, hashtag real talk. And I'm trying my best to kind of balance out, and it's been really difficult right now. The biggest thing that I'm dealing with is really, really horrible nightmares. Like, I'm really struggling with nightmares, and the only thing that I can think of is because my body is going through a lot adjusting to not having my medication, and it's really affecting my sleep. I woke up the other morning from one that affected me so bad. I went outside and found my boyfriend, and I just started crying, and I was like, oh my god, I'm crying over something that didn't happen. But bad dreams can be really energy affecting, and sometimes I'll have some pretty bad dreams that screw with my head. So that's been difficult, and I'm trying to not let it get to me. Still no mom. Still no parental interaction. I haven't heard from her in a few weeks, and I recently got a text message the other day out of nowhere that just said, "Dear Lord God in heaven, what have you done?" I asked her, I don't know, what have I done? My life definitely is more interesting through her eyes, but she never answered me, so hopefully whatever I did was at least entertaining when it happened. I mean, I don't know, it's hard, and I'm doing my best to not let it affect me, because I know it's not something that I can change, and it's not something that has to do with me. It's my mom's personal issues. So we did get a really awesome call that made me feel pretty badass this week when my niece's boyfriend reached out to me about some problems he's having with his parents. He's an awesome kid. He really is. I think that he has the potential to be a troublemaker. I think that he knows more than he should at his age, but he's one of those kids that's really charismatic, and he's just got a really awesome personality. He's not afraid to be himself. And he's dating my niece, which is the hardest part, because my niece is only 13, and in our family you're not supposed to date until you're 16, but her parents gave them the okay, and it's weird for me because I want to be that aunt that I know they're going to need when shit hits the fan and they need somebody real to talk to or defend the fact that they have feelings and emotions, and be that voice. But then also my niece, I remember her dancing on my desk in her diaper to TRL with me while she helped me paint my room, and she's still my niece, so it's something that it's interesting, but it felt good when he felt comfortable enough to reach out to me to kind of talk to me about something that he's struggling with, and that was a good feeling. I felt good about that. I was like, oh, you want my advice? I know your parents don't want you talking to me. I'm learning another thing this week is my body has been changing a lot. Since I moved to Texas, I've been gaining weight, which if you guys have followed me for any amount of time, you guys know that I've been super petite and skinny my whole life. I don't break 100 pounds on a good day. I've been tormented about it my whole life, but all of a sudden, like, my body is filling out, and I mean, I'm gaining weight. It's obvious to me, it's obvious to my boyfriend, it's obvious to my kids. My son came up to me, he's like, you got a big butt, and banged on my butt, and and most people would be like, oh my god, you need to teach that. And I was like, he's right. My butt is totally bigger than he's used to, and he's noticed, and he's pointing it out. And I'm here to tell you, I never thought that's a sentence that would ever be spoken to me. But it was, and I felt really good about it. I mean, I think that due to life changes and mental changes, I'm happier, I'm eating more, I am less stressed, so I think my body's kind of adjusting to all of that, and it's different, you know, it's different when your body changes. That can be a big stress, especially for a girl, but I'm looking at it positively, and I'm going to continue looking at it positively, and I feel great. This is what my body wants to do right now, so I'm going to let it do that. Our bodies, as long as I'm healthy, I'm strong, I'm happy, and that's what matters. So I'm going to embrace my outside because I know my inside's a-okay. But I definitely wanted to share that with you guys because I know a lot of you guys follow me for body acceptance stuff, and I just want you guys to know my body goes through changes too, and it is what it is. We're just going to keep on trekking down our path in life, no matter what capsule it is that we're trekking in, right? My ankle is still busted to hell. I rolled my other ankle. That's still ugly. A lot of you guys on Snapchat check on me daily. How's the ankle? How are you doing? It hurts all the time. I probably should go to the doctor, but again, it's all about that money thing. No, honestly, it's just, I figure it'll stop hurting eventually. I'm not gonna go to the doctor and put myself through that. I put an ice pack on it. I can't complain. I'm doing it to myself, right? So it's like when you go outside without sunscreen on and somebody says, you're gonna get a sunburn, and you're like, eh. And then you burn, you turn into a lobster, and they're like, I told you, and you're just like, yeah, you did. I can't really talk shit. I did this to myself. So, my ankle is what it is. My kids still wake me up in the morning for chocolate milk and have no mercy. So, but I did want to share all these things because I think it's important if I share with you guys my life and things that I'm going through. So hopefully you guys can connect on them. Are you making loves to my blanket? Serious. The last thing I'm going to share with you guys is something that exciting. I'm going to close with this. It was really exciting that happened. A few weeks ago, I shared an honest review about one of those sticky bras. It's been an ongoing conversation. You guys have emailed me, asked me questions. A little background story. A company, which I'm not going to disclose. If you look on my page, you can find it. And it wasn't just them, because I purchased a bra myself from another company outside of the bra that was sent me to review. It's one of those ones you see all over the internet where there's no back to it. It just sticks to your boobs, and you pull that little string, and that string goes, and it like pushes your boobs together and makes them look amazing. A company had contacted me and asked if I wanted to review that bra and also some of their skinny tea. And anytime somebody wants to send me the skinny tea, I laugh, and I'm like, you guys did no research on me. Like, I'm known for being tormented for being naturally small, and now you guys want me to say that I'm skinny because I drink your tea? It's not gonna work, bro. They told me that it had nothing to do with losing weight. It was just about like a cleanse and getting rid of bloat, and I was like, I'll try it and see how it affects me. Let me give one of these a whirl. I want to be able to really check one of these out. I agreed to do 4 posts on my Facebook about each product. Now, initially when they contacted me, I told them that I would not review their product without compensation. I would review each product for $50. And at first they told me no dice because they only looked at my Instagram and they told me that I didn't have enough likes to be paid. So I simply replied with a link to my Facebook page, and all of a sudden I was good enough. So that initially kind of turned me off. I get it from a business standpoint, but it still did turn me off. It's like, don't contact me to use me to make you money and then not even appreciate me enough to offer me compensation for my time as a product promoter and reviewer. I think that's my job. So they did agree. I was sent the products when I was still living in Oklahoma in my apartment. Now, the tea So here's the thing with the tea. I have stomach issues already, and that tea totally made me sick. I did refund their $50 for that because I didn't disclose to them that I already had stomach issues. And I didn't think it was fair because I could have said, it's probably going to make me sick, and then they wouldn't have sent it to me. So because I didn't disclose that, I felt it was fair for me to return their money. So I did return the money for that skinny tea stuff because it was a no-go. And I felt that was fair because I didn't disclose I already had stomach issues. They could have warned me about it. So I proceeded to keep trying the sticky bra. And the first one was a D cup. And no matter what I did, it was just like these big round sticky circles on my boobs. Like it didn't connect all around the sides. It wouldn't pull. So basically my boobs were covered completely by this bra. And when I went to pull it together, it basically was just like this at the top. And I was like, well, that's not attractive. I had no lift, no support, no cleavage. Basically made my tits look worse. So I contacted them. I told them the problems I was having. And they sent me a smaller size. They said the problem was that the bra was too big. So then I get a C cup and I try it on. Same thing. I spent weeks of trying to make this bra work. Like I dedicated a lot of my time to trying to make this bra work. And at one point I was like, you know what, I'm just going to put it on and wear it and see what happens. I had a shirt that was backless. I went to my kids' lunch hour at school. I'm out on the playground. My bra's already falling off. Now this is a thing that's supposed to stick for hours, all day. You can wash it 50 to 100 times and reuse it. Within an hour, mine was falling off of me. So that was a problem. And I just kept trying. Like I tried and I tried and I tried. And it just didn't work. So I kept in contact with him the whole time. After a month or more of trying to make this bra work, I finally sent them my conclusion on the product. And I told him, I was like, look, I've tried this bra. And unfortunately, it's just not a good product. I don't think it's you. I don't think it's your product because I bought one from another company that did the exact same thing. Like, it's just not a product I can get behind. And I've seen a lot of videos with huge boobs, small boobs, every boob size you can think of, and they just stick it on and it sticks perfect, and then they pull it and their boobs are like perfect. I couldn't get it to do it, no matter how hard I tried. And I've talked to a lot of girls who agree. So I let them know, I was like, here's how I feel. I can make this post, or, you know, for business person to business person, I did my job. And if you guys would like me to, I can keep my opinion to myself and we can just go our separate ways. At which point they responded that if I couldn't keep my end of the bargain, then I needed to return my payment. At which point they kept sending me 4 pre-written links. So when I posted, they didn't want me to post about their product, which I never agreed to. And I told them, I said, if you guys want me to review your product, if you guys want me to post about it, I will. But I'm going to do it honestly. I never agreed to post pre-written things. Oh my God, I love my bra so much. It's the most amazing thing. But it wasn't. At which point they filed a PayPal claim against me stating that I didn't hold up my end of the agreement. And they filed a claim. So I had posted, I said, you know what, if you guys want me to post it that bad, you guys didn't tell me. They stopped contact. They just immediately filed a claim. So I posted my honest review, and I told you guys how I felt about the bra, that it might work for other girls, maybe smaller chested, maybe my boobs are just too big. But for me, it just wasn't a positive experience. But I state, you know, that's my opinion. That was my reaction to it. It doesn't mean you guys will have that same reaction. You might love it. But I did post it, and PayPal came to me wanting to see my side of the story, and I told them, I said, I did my job. The problem is that I did my job honestly, and they didn't want me to do that. But this week I did, after several weeks, it's been, I think, another month since this has gone on. And I finally got after telling my side of the story and sending them emails, sending them my review, they did find that the claim was in my favor. So I won my claim against sticky bra people. And you know, I have no hard feelings with them. I'm not mad at them. I don't think anybody needs to bash them. I stayed professional on my end and I was honest. And that's why I wanted to close with this, because all in all, I was an honest person. I did my job. I was professional. I was honest the whole time. And I wasn't trying to take advantage of anybody. And I'm recently working with a company for a brow product that they wanted me to test, and I told them, I was like, I had an issue recently with a product I reviewed, and I just want you guys to know that I'll only review your product if you allow me to give my honest review, good or bad. And they said, of course, that's what we want honest people. And they sent me a mascara and a brow product that I haven't posted about yet, but the brow product is amazing. I love it. I use it every day, and I'll talk to you guys about it in a post that I'm going to do later. But their mascara just was kind of, I wouldn't replace it. I wouldn't replace my mascara with it. I did find that it worked really great blending my fake lashes to my lashes, so I'm keeping it in my drawer because it does serve a purpose. It's just not like my go-to mascara. But that just goes to show you that there's brands out there that unfortunately are just about making money, and that's what that industry is about. It's a business, it's a product. I get it, but I don't run my brand dishonestly, and I think that it's important that people like me speak out about this stuff, not only because I'm teaching something about honesty is the best policy. You know, I was honest, I won, and I'm sure there's issues where people are honest and still don't win. The nice guy finishes last and all that stuff. But I was really excited because it was like the first business-related issue I've had with my brand where somebody came at me in a slightly legal way, and it was kind of intimidating at first. And I was like, "Ooh, they're filing a claim? I didn't do anything. I'm sorry." But I just kind of sat back as a businesswoman, and I was like, "Hey, you know, no, this was the agreement. We're going to follow the agreement. It's that simple. We agreed to X, Y, and Z. I already refunded something to you guys because that was the right thing to do. I didn't disclose something that affected the way that product worked on me, and I didn't think it was fair that they should have to pay for that because I didn't disclose it." So honesty is a really important thing, but I also think that it's important because there's so many of us out there bombarded with all these products that are supposed to make our lives easier and make our boobs better or make our skin better or make our hair better, and we're always out there going, "I just want something that works, that does what it says that it does." And it just goes to show that a lot of these companies are paying girls to lie. And if that's your prerogative, you are being paid to do a job. So if it's disclosed, we are going to have you write what we want you to write, and you agree to that, fine. But I didn't agree to that. If they would have told me, this is what you're going to post, good or bad, I would have declined. I would have said, no thank you, I'm fine. But I didn't know that. So I did have to handle it the way I felt it should be handled for me and my brand. And unfortunately, honesty is the best policy in my book. I'm not going to pitch you guys a product and say that it's amazing when it's crap. I'm just not going to do it. It might work for some people. It didn't work for me. That was my experience. But I was really proud that I stuck to my guns and I was brave and I just told the truth, and fortunately it worked out. I was really excited about that. So remember that sometimes, even if it's scary, and even I didn't want to deal with it, like I panicked and I was like, I'm just gonna tell the truth, and because I'm telling the truth, it should work out in my favor. If it doesn't, I'll handle it. But you gotta be honest. That's just the way it is. And I think that really just goes to show you guys that when I share things with you, when I promote things with you, it's all real, and none of it's crap. So honesty is the best policy. Always tell the truth. I'm teaching my 3-year-old and my 6-year-old that right now. Like Charlie, when we wake up in the morning, he'll be like, Mom, can I have a popsicle? And I'll be like, no, Charlie, you haven't eaten breakfast, but you can after breakfast. And he goes, I already ate breakfast. And I'm like, really? Who cooked it for you? I want a popsicle. So I'm like, you can't lie about already eating breakfast, especially when I'm the one that makes you breakfast, and I did it. So, it's hard sometimes, but it just, you gotta be honest. And I wish that company the best. Like I said, I'm not gonna mention who they are. You can find it on my Facebook page if you look hard enough. But I wish them the best, and hopefully their products continue to grow. And hopefully they adjust them so they work the way they say for everyone. But that is Monday Coffee. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the fact that I kind of put a little bit more into it than just sitting here rambling. But I love you guys. And if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you guys have any suggestions about topics or certain things you want me to talk about every Monday, go ahead and post it in the comments. Feel free to share. And don't forget to subscribe, because if you subscribe, you will get to see my videos a day before anybody else, because you will get the notification. So you'll get a little perk. But remember that I love you guys. Every Monday is a new start to a new week, and you are in control of the choices that you make and the destiny that you follow. So remember to always embrace yourself. I found that when you really set yourself free, that's when you get to see how beautiful you really are. So know that I love you. I will be back Wednesday with Daily Dose of Doll. Wonder what crazy topic we'll be talking about this week. I'm not quite sure. I got pretty randy last week. Maybe I should pick a little low-key topic. But I love you guys, and I will see you guys Wednesday. So remember that I love your faces, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.